The U.S. budget that sets aside huge funds for Pakistan to counter terror comes with a caveat that underscores the distrust between the two countries, and that distrust originates, in Osama bin Laden being found hiding in Pakistan territory over 11 years ago. The 2022 U.S. budget passed by Congress says that $33 million of aid to Pakistan will be withheld until the man who helped the CIA find Osama bin Laden is freed from jail in Pakistan. Dr. Shakeel Afridi, who helped the U.S. confirm bin Laden's presence in Abbottabad in 2011, is serving a 23-year jail term in Pakistan. He's been accused of links with terror groups. In its previous budget, too, the U.S. had withheld $3 million to pressure Pakistan to free Afridi. It's a classic case of a U.S. hero in the Abbottabad operation being labeled a traitor in Pakistan. The doctor was arrested by Pakistani police weeks after the deadly assault on Osama's hideout. Successive U.S. administrations have protested against Dr. Afridi's continued imprisonment over the years. There's even been talk of a prisoner swap, but a deal to free Afridi has never materialized. This would seem like a no-brainer. To make sense of all of this, we are joined by Glenn Carl. He's CIA's former national intelligence officer. He's joining us live from Boston. Glenn, thank you so much for joining us. This is a part of U.S. aid to Pakistan. It's standing withheld as of now. What does this really say about the certain trust deficit, if you may, between Pakistan and the United States?
Yes, well, thank you for having me. The trust level, I guess, is how you termed it, has been poor for decades, really. The Pakistan for the United States has always been a troublesome, difficult ally, a country that the U.S. has felt compelled to work with, but that has frequently taken policies and supported terrorist groups even. That the U.S. finds appalling. In this instance, the U.S. has for the 11 years tried to have Pakistan free Mr. Afridi because he was convicted of a spurious crime and actually should be viewed as a hero. However, in the U.S. context, the pressure most directly comes from Congress, which has voted to withhold aid until the government of Pakistan frees Afridi, rather than from the executive branch, from the president, which has been more circumspect in its approach to Pakistan.
And do you think $33 million will be enough to pressure Pakistan at this point to release Dr. Shakeel Afridi, considering the fact that in this new budget alone, there's something like $200 million for gender equality issues and other border security issues being given to Pakistan, and then you have this on the sidelines?
Right. Well, that's an important point that you make. $33 million was chosen because it is $1 million for every year that Mr. Afridi was convicted and sentenced to serve in jail. It is a symbolic act. I think we can put ourselves in the shoes of the Pakistani policymakers and imagine how they would respond. Any country will not respond favorably to this kind of slap, and unless it's an existential issue, and that's not the case. So, as we have seen before, Pakistan is, and we already have heard in the last 24 hours, Pakistan will refuse to do what the United States is attempting to pressure it to do, and people will just become angrier on both sides without Mr. Afridi's winning his freedom.
Okay, we'll be keeping a close watch. Glenn Carl, thank you so much for joining us on WION, and we hope to speak to you soon.